Welcome to round two of 2025 Huk Central. We got Martin Kneece from Jackson, South Carolina on the tee.
Oh, yeah. Giving it a run.
Yeah, buzzes the tower. Shane McCullen here. Shane's from Pennsylvania, but he's kind of local here because he's on the Clemson team.
Yep. Been here the last few years.
And yeah, we've got one more year. Does that sound right?
I think so, yep. Very nice backhand turnover. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Grady Shue's back with us. Shooting a good round during round one. Team Infinite.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, going was right.
And last but not least, we got Braeden Sides from North Augusta. I guess that, with Martin from that area and Grady from that area, we got three Augusta locals and Shane McCullen.
The CSRA represented well on this card.
Mm-hmm. That's looking spicy.
Nice wide shot. Oh, yeah. Oh. Still edge of the circle.
Uh-huh. You don't really think of this as a dangerous basket position, but you can get some rolls.
Oh, yeah. I'd much rather have the uphill putt at this one than the downhill for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, good putt.
Nice birdie to start off, Shane. Nice deuce from Martin.
Mm-hmm. Good cleanup from Braeden. And then here's Grady. Yeah, if these three Augusta guys, I guess somebody should have filed a formal complaint or something.
Yeah.
Coming to take over.
Uh-huh.
Taking all our lead card spots.
Hole number 2, par 4, 580 feet. The first half of the hole is wide open. You do want to land pretty close to the center or on the left side of this gap going into the trees. Tight wooded second half of the hole with a ceiling. Has a collection ditch about 40-50 feet short of the basket. If you can get over that ditch, you should be pretty close to inside circle 1.
Forever in my head, that will now be known as the collection ditch on this hole.
Double dubbed the collection ditch.
I don't know who I assume this is one of his teammates that Shane had on the bag this weekend.
Yeah, that's one of his Clemson disc golf buddies.
Gotcha.
Those guys are a pretty tight group of guys. It's gone to nationals and all kinds of tournaments together several times the last few years.
Yeah. On every hole, Shane would pitch back his chalk bag. Thought about trying to snag it one time. I was like, nah, I don't want to mess with this game. He threw my mojo off.
Knocked the camera over trying to catch the chalk bag.
I missed the shot, but I caught the chalk bag.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
Do you know much about Bergs? What type of Berg plastic this might be?
I'm pretty sure that's a K1 Berg.
Gotcha.
That's kind of the premium plastic. The K1 and the glow plastic are the more durable, kind of higher level premium plastic for the Bergs. That's kind of like their star or, ESP version of the Castoplast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Braden's got that one beat into submission to where it's kind of a point-and-click disc for him. Martin, man, what a shot. For those of you that have seen Martin on coverage or know Martin, I've cut out probably about an hour's worth of talking between hole and 1-2 from Martin thus far. Don't start thinking that Martin's being quiet.
Yeah. That was like the group we had at Seneca Spring Fling a couple weeks back. We could have just mic'd them up and not have to worry about the commentary.
Yeah, no kidding.
This one had like a big outlet, gone. It was like $3. So expensive.
Right up the collection ditch.
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen one that tight on the right side go that far past the basket.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice there that I ran out of my left pointing next tee signs. Had to take a right one and pop it upside down.
Yeah, this was so good. Grady was not in a good place, surrounded by all sorts of greenery, and just floated one up there.
Very nice. Kind of take some of those up shots for granted every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice birdie from the old collection ditch.
Martin having to straddle out a little bit here. Didn't matter. Yeah, I can't express how great of an upshot that was from Grady to float and flex one up there just to that drop in.
Oh yeah, some of that stuff down there is thick.
Hole 3, par 3, 235 feet. If you're an AM player, then the tree on the right and the tree on the left here are the ones you got to miss. But for these guys, there's no way they're hitting one of these. The goal is to just slide something up here to the basket and stay away from the Medusa tree on the left. You do that and you're going to get a birdie. Martin throwing one of his mini breakers.
Very nice.
Yep, just that easy.
Wow.
Uh-huh. 2 for 2. One thing that impressed me about Shane's playing is he's a patient player.
A little inside, but made it all the way down.
Uh-huh.
Oh, still a very good cluster of 4.
Yeah.
Very nice deuce.
Uh-huh. That was a good bid at it, but yeah, that Medusa tree makes you think 2 or 3 times about how you're bringing in your angle into play.
Hole 4, we're playing the short tee to the left basket again for round 2. Tight tunnel shot with a ceiling, straight for about 3/4 of the fairway, and then a little bit of a right turn at the very end. Most of these guys are definitely looking for birdies on this one.
And Martin's coming in hot.
Oh yeah, looks good. Nice uphill putt back at it.
Uh-huh.
That looks nice. Oh yeah, that'll play.
Thanks.
Yep.
Nice groundwork.
Yep, good friendly tree kick there.
Just effortless.
No.
Oh,
Tag
off the
the
bottom
basket.
of the basket. Wow, very nice shot.
I was asking Shane about it. He said this is definitely a little bit of home course advantage for him because he plays this one at least once a week, if not 2 or 3 times during the year.
Yeah, and this is where they have their practice for the Clemson disc golf team each week also.
What do you think drive time is from Clemson to this course?
Less than 10 minutes.
Man, it's a good course to have in the backyard.
Oh, absolutely. And any guys that want to practice on a bigger course where you actually have to throw drivers, this is one of the few that's that close to Clemson especially, if not the upstate in general.
Yeah.
You probably have to drive to Tiger River to get one, you know, to where you actually have to throw a driver for these guys.
Hole 5, the Grand Central Island hole here. You got to make it inside the rocks on the island or you're putting for the drop zone. You see down here to the right where these rocks are at. You'd expect all these players to pretty much get it right at the basket.
Little jump putt through. Nice and soft.
That's a comment.
Just so we know what Martin's throwing.
Yeah. Guess we didn't do the pre-Huk practice round with Martin like we did last year.
No, not this year. If you're watching this and you're not familiar with Martin, Martin's a good dude. Last year he won. He was on Terry Miller's coverage. He won Throw Down the Mountain last year, and he's good for a good handful of A-tier wins in the Southeast every year. He kind of takes the old school Chris Dickerson model of he's got a regular day job during the week, but he'll travel up and down the East Coast playing A-tiers and big events. Good regional pro.
Super fun guy to be around.
Yep. Just wish he wasn't so shy though.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would be the word I would use to describe Martin.
Oh, fade. Branch.
Little friendly rock there for Grady.
Uh-huh.
Capitalizes on it.
That's right. All 4 made the island this round.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it good for coverage.
Yeah. This one played as the second easiest hole of the day. This one in Medusa.
And they almost star-birdied Medusa also.
Yeah. Martin was commenting to me, he's one of the few players that he knows of that putts with page-pierced fierces, but he loves those things.
Yep. I don't know too many people that putt with fierces either. Hole number 6. Back left tee pad, par 3, 285 feet. Got a gap to hit right off the tee pad, probably 60 feet in front of the tee. Then you choose left or right fairway. There's a median in the middle with trees. Once you get down to the basket, it's pretty open in the circle one. Most of these guys are going to be going for the right fairway on this one.
Uh-huh.
Freaking tee pad. Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left. 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 Left.
Oh boy, I think that's where the old beehive was last year.
Yikes. Pretty sure Martin was throwing a quake there on that one.
I think so.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Spin on the disc was trying to get it over there.
Uh-huh. Now, admittedly, I don't know a lot about Discmania or Shane's bag to know what this red disc is. He throws a lot. Stays in bounds barely, though.
It's a grabber.
Not again. Stay.
Grady throwing that quake again, and as he said, not again.
I guess he missed it just bad enough in the first round and he made it up the left side. Should be an easy tap-in par.
He hated it, but it's under the basket, basically.
Yeah. I wish the ones that I hated would be right under the basket.
Right.
Almost put it in from distance. Oh, man. Oh, that's uncharacteristic from Braeden.
Yeah, this one played in the handful of easiest holes of the day, but he kind of got the best of the lead card here.
They just wanted to give the other cars a chance to catch up a little bit, make it exciting.
Yeah, nice guys.
Yeah.
Martin probably talking about woodpeckers or something. Hole 7, par 3, 435 feet. This one's got OB Creek on the left-hand side, the length of the fairway, and behind the basket. The road is not out of bounds, but you're going to have to see players trying to go for the green here.
Most all these guys have enough arm to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just got caught up in the mulch on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 435 feet is absolutely in the wheelhouse of all these players.
Oh, yeah.
Braeden told himself nice shot, but he was lying. He did not like it. See how Shane does here.
Just enough chalk applied? Maybe too much chalk applied.
I think it's
Oh, man.
Yeah, it got that OB on the left-hand side. Got 3 out of the 4 players.
Do it.
Oh, he tried.
Gracious. Very nice bid.
It's interesting. The spotter put down 1 flag, and the guys are like, where are we supposed to be? They, for the most part, they almost all went out the same spot. Unfortunately, got this hanging tree right in the way.
Oh!
Yeah. What a shot.
And I thought he had some nice par saves on round 1. Gracious goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very nice shot.
That's the perfect angle and the perfect everything the entire way.
Oh, yeah. And he slow rolled us, just pausing right before. Oh, wow. Not to be big putted at all.
Yeah, no kidding.
Martin from 65.
It's like putting with those fierces is paying off for him.
Telling you. Extra little bit of turn and glide on him.
Yep.
There's another one of those temporary water hazards you were talking about. Hole 8, par 4, 504 feet. First shot's going to get up to this 3rd level tier here, landing zone. Super tight second shot. You'd want to be centered in the fairway to be able to throw something fully on your second shot. Once you get out of the woods here, you got about circle 2's worth of distance left before you get to the basket. There is a little bit of OB around the green. Well, you might be near that net there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a net up there that's separating hole 8 and hole 10's, or protecting hole 10's tee pad from shots, so you get relief from either side of it.
You know, it's interesting from the tee pad. It looks like these guys are throwing so high, but as you just saw Grady's shot, and you'll see Braeden's shot here, it's actually not that high when you get to that top 3rd
That's
level.
right. Oh, yeah. This is another big advantage for Shane being local. This is one of those touchy, finessey kind of tee shots, placement for sure.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he hit the stump. Just chip around, try to stay in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know that Shane has been on coverage that much, but he was pretty quick to play, so you'll see a number of times through this round that I'm barely catching what he's doing because I'm trying to run and get behind him without disturbing him, but I barely got time to press record, and then he's launching.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think it was Grady during round 1. I could have caught that one.
Good thing he's got the chalk bag to give you at least a chance to get behind him in time.
Yeah.
Without the chalk bag, you'd miss them all.
I should have told him, hey man, you're not adding enough chalk, and you like it.
Exactly. The old reverse psychology. Wow. Thought he was about to do another one, back-to-back holes.
Yeah. And I tell you, Grady's a good player, but his scramble game is just
Yeah.
top notch.
Very nice par save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see very many players doing the standstill putter forehands anymore. But usually the ones that do have wonderful approach games.
Yeah.
Gotta get them tap-ins, man.
Good pro tip from Martin Kneece.
That's right.
Hole 9, par 3, 200 feet. Carolina Woods tunnel shot right here. These are small gaps, but if you look to the left-hand side, right there's a little bit of a forehand gap too. You might see some of these guys take. Fortunately, the closer you get to the green and to the basket, the more opportunities you have. So if you can just make it past this first initial gap.
Go. Okay. It got past the little halfway.
He touched one little tree there towards the end, but that was a great breaker shot. Yes, you feel like over the past couple years, DGA has really upped their game, and they're I hear a lot more about their discs nowadays than I did before.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the whole time I've been playing disc golf since 2008 or so, most of the stuff that the DGA was known for was their baskets, and they're still primo top 3, level baskets in my opinion that are on tour, especially with the Mach X and the Mach line of baskets in general. But over the years, I always liked the Hurricane and the Breaker, but now with some of the other discs that they're coming out with nowadays, it seems like when they have got some of the elite players by signing some of the bigger names in disc golf, I don't know whether they came up with some new molds or whether they just kind of refreshed some old ones with some good plastic, but their plastic and mold combination the last couple of years has been amazing. Now, obviously, with Jake and Evan locally going on DGA, I've got to test some of the disc out and feel some of the plastic and throw some of those discs, and to get a first-hand knowledge of what they're doing. And is from everything I've seen has been trying to catch up with the big boys on the plastic quality and the mold quality of some of the stuff that they got going in their lineup.
Yeah, some of the new, like the Tour Series discs they came out with this year are just stellar. The new Atmos plastic is good too.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been throwing a squall for a long time. One of the older players that was around this area, Jay Sauls, he turned me onto a squall a long time ago, and it's like a buzz and a leopard had a baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's kind of one of those between mid-range and fairway driver kind of disc.
Yeah, and doesn't seem to be a lot of 6 speeds on the market anymore.
No. It reminds me of a Zombie. I always thought of a Zombie from Discraft being between a mid-range and a fairway.
Clean up. Some sage wisdom from Martin there. All right, that's the front nine of round 2. Martin shooting 6 down, staying in the lead. Shane McCullen and Braeden shooting 5 down, and Grady 4 down. Thanks for watching, and catch us on the back nine.